Hi, Namaste, welcome to Natya Shakti Yoga. My name is Prajyoti and today in this video I'm going to be doing Surya Namaskars. I'm going to try and do 12 Surya Namaskars and it'll be done quite slowly, not very fast. But the main aim of doing Surya Namaskar is to stretch, strengthen, tone your body, improve your breathing and generally condition your body and improve your well-being. Please try and do only what your body allows you to do. Don't force yourself to do more than you can. But most importantly, consult your physician before you do any exercise. If you feel breathless or you feel giddy, then you need to stop. Okay? I'll start with a gentle warm-up just to prepare the body. It's always a good idea to warm up before jumping into any rigorous exercise or any exercise regime. Though the Surya Namaskar looks very simple and it is quite easy once you learn how to do it, initially it may be a bit challenging. So I'll reiterate and I'll remind you again, please go slow and do only what you can do. Okay, so let's get started. Put your palms just below your shoulders. Make sure your knees are in line with your hips. Keep your back straight to start with. We'll just do a few cat and cow stretches. So as you breathe in, lift your tailbone up, drop your belly, drop your chest, lift your shoulders and look up. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. As you breathe out, drop your tailbone, lift your belly into your spine, lift your chest and drop your head down. As you breathe in again, raise your tailbone up, push your belly towards the floor, lift your shoulders and your head up. As you breathe out, drop your tailbone, drop your tailbone nicely, slowly, pulling your belly into your spine, pulling your chest into your back, pushing your head down. And again, breathe in as you raise your tailbone. Push your belly into the floor. Raise your shoulders and your head. Last time, push your tailbone towards the floor. Pull your belly in, pull your chest into your back and drop your head. Now breathe in as you come into neutral spine. Take your palm forward, one step, both palms. Now again, breathe in and as you breathe out, drop your right elbow down and straighten your left elbow as much as possible and look to your left. Breathe in again, raising your right arm up, and as you breathe out, drop your left elbow to the floor and look to your right. Again, inhale and you lift your arm up. As you exhale, drop your right elbow down and twist. Just a nice gentle spinal twist. Again, breathing in, lift your arm up. As you breathe out, drop your left elbow down and look to your right. And again, breathe in, come up. This time we're going to push our right arm under our left arm. So this is called threading the needle. So breathe in and as you breathe out, push your arm down slowly as much as you can and put your shoulders down. Your right shoulder down. Breathe in, lift your arm. Breathe out. Push your left arm and bring your shoulder down to the floor. Again, inhale. Lift yourself up. As you exhale, take your right arm down. As you inhale, lift it up. And again, take your left arm down as you exhale last time. Feel the twist, a gentle twist. You're gently warming up. And lift yourself. Place your palms down. Now, as you breathe in, you lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, lift your knees off the floor. Again, breathe in, lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, push your tailbone back towards your heels with your knees bent. Breathe in again, lengthening your spine. And as you breathe out, slowly raise your tailbone up. Keep your heels off the floor. You don't have to push it down. Just lifting, gently stretching. Now, when you breathe in, bring your right knee towards your elbow and push your left heel down. Again, now breathe in, bring your left knee towards your elbow and push your right heel down. Breathe in, bring your right knee in, breathe out, drop your left heel towards the floor. Breathe in, bring your left knee in, breathe out, drop your right. And repeat that 4 more times, so you just alternate. Breathe in, bring one knee in, breathe out, drop the other heel. Again, breathe in, bring your left knee in, breathe out, drop your right. And last time, breathe in, bring your right knee in, breathe out, drop your left heel. Breathe in, bring your left knee in, breathe out, drop your right heel. Now raise both heels up and gently bring your knees down to the floor. Place them gently. Walk your hands back and sit. Okay, now just roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders. Did you feel that? You must have felt a nice stretch in your triceps, in your hamstrings and your calves and your glutes. So this is just a gentle warm up. Now, if you've noticed, I'm doing my left. When I say right, I'm actually doing my left, just so that I mirror you and you don't get confused. So your right is my left, so don't get confused. When I say right, just do your right side, okay? Okay, now let's get started with the Surya Namaskar. As I said, come to the front of the mat and do only whatever you can. So I'm going to take it quite slowly, and every movement will be synchronized with our breath. Every time you raise your arms up, you're going to breathe in. Whenever you're extending any asana or going towards the floor, you're going to breathe out. So that's the basic breathing technique. So let's just do a little breathing exercise before you do your Surya Namaskar. So a simple stretch. So breathe in as you raise your arms up. Breathe out as you bring your arms down. Breathe in as you lift your arms towards the sky. Breathe out as you take your arms down. Now when you breathe, try and breathe from your throat. So open your windpipe and take a deep breath. So breathe in. And breathe out. Well done. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. So I will keep giving you instructions on how to breathe for every asana. So when we are doing a Surya Namaskar. So please listen to those instructions and make sure that you synchronize your movement with your breath. It gives you better control and prevents any injury. So you don't have any jarring movement, or you don't do any asana or any stretch too quickly. It is nice and relaxed. Okay? So stand with your feet slightly apart. They don't have to be together. They can be slightly apart. Okay? Let's just check our posture. Raise your toes and bring down one toe at a time, starting from your little toe all the way to your big toe. Bring your attention to your knees and just gently raise your kneecap. Bring your attention to your quads. Tighten your thigh muscles. Now lift. Bring your attention to your belly. Squeeze your belly. Squeeze your glutes. Raise your rib cage. Raise your shoulders and roll them back and drop. Stretch your arms down, pointing your fingers towards the floor. This is Tadasana. So you've got a nice, strong, controlled posture, standing, grounding yourself. And then just relax. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Now release that. Okay? So whenever you do any asana, make sure you squeeze your core muscles, squeeze your glutes, squeeze all your muscles, bring all that towards your navel. All the muscles coming in towards your core. That gives you good control. And do your asana with that in mind. Okay, so let us start again. Bring your palms to your chest, squeezing all your muscles. Breathe in as you raise your arms up. Look at your thumbs. Now as you breathe out, gently lean back and soften your knees. You don't have to keep your legs very straight, just gently leaning back. Breathe in as you straighten your legs and look up. And as you breathe out, just bring your palms to your chest. Okay? Well done. We'll do it again now, and this time we're going to start doing the whole Surya Namaskar. Okay? Bring your palms to your chest. Your thumbs right in the center. Breathe in. Raise your arms. Look at your thumb. Breathe out. Lean back and soften your knees slightly. Not too much. Breathe in. Straighten your legs. Keep looking at your thumb. Now as you breathe out, fold forward. Go towards the floor. If you can't reach the floor with your legs straight, by all means bend your knees. You can bend your knees. Place your palms by your feet. Lengthening your spine. As you breathe in, take your right leg back. Now, as you breathe out, push your hip towards the floor, but keep your back leg straight and press your chest into your thigh and look straight ahead. Now breathe in, lift your tailbone up. Breathe out, drag your left leg back, push your palms into the floor and lengthen your spine as you breathe in. Now as you breathe out, push your heels gently towards the floor. It doesn't matter if it doesn't touch the floor. Bring your head between your arms. Breathe in, gently come into plank. As you breathe out, gently put your knees down, pressing your arms into your ribcage. Bring your chest between your palms and lift your tailbone up. As you breathe and slide forward, raise your chest up, dropping your shoulders away from your ears. If you can, only if you can, as you breathe out, lift your knees off the floor. Breathe in, bring your knees gently to the floor, flex your feet. And as you breathe out, lift your tailbone up and push it away from your head as you straighten your legs. As you breathe in again, come into plank. And as you breathe out, bring your right leg between your palms. It doesn't matter if you can't bring it between your palms, just bring your right leg forward wherever it will reach. Bring it forward and lengthen your spine and lift your chest as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring your left leg forward. Place it in line with your right. Keep your knees bent. And slowly as you come up, lift your arms with the knees bent. Inhaling, raising those arms and bringing the palms to your chest. Well done, that's one cycle. Again, breathe in, raise your arms up. Looking at your thumb. Breathe out, lean back by softening your knees slightly. Breathe in, straighten your legs, keep looking at your thumbs. Lengthening your spine. As you breathe out, fold forward. And bring your palms to the floor. It doesn't matter if you don't touch if you don't keep your legs straight. Bend your knees to touch the floor if you need to. Breathe in, take your left leg back as far as it will go. Breathe out, push your hip towards your right ankle and raise that chest up. Looking straight ahead. Breathe in, lift your tailbone up. Breathe out, drag your right leg back. Place it on the ball of your foot. Palms down. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, push your heels down. As you do that, it'll pull your head between your arms. Breathe in to come into plank. As you breathe out, bring your knees down and bring your chest between your palms, lifting your tailbone off the floor. Breathe in, slide forward, raise your chest up. And if you can, only if you can, as you breathe out, lift your knees off the floor, pulling your hip forward. Breathe in, drop your knees down. Breathe out, flex your feet and push your tailbone back, away from your head. And drop your heels into the floor. Again, as you breathe in, come into plank. As you breathe out, bring your left leg between your palms, but if you can't reach it, just bring it wherever it can come forward. Don't injure yourselves. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring that right leg forward, place it next to the left, bend your knees, and push your chest towards your knees. Breathe in as you raise yourself and lift your arms up and bring your arms to your chest as you breathe out. Well done. So now we are going to try and do it a little faster, okay? Not too fast. It's going to still be a bit slow. It will be done to a breath again, okay? So, palms in front of your chest. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, lean back as you soften your knees. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward as you bring your palms to the floor. Inhale, take your right leg back. Exhale, push your hip towards your ankle. Inhale, lift your tailbone up. Exhale, place your left leg back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, drop your heels down. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, put your knees down and then bring your chest down. Inhale, slide forward as you lift your chest up. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Inhale, bring your knees down. Exhale, lift your tailbone back and push it away from your head as you drop your feet. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, bring your right leg forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your left leg forward. Inhale, raise yourself up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your left leg back. Exhale, push your hip towards your ankle, raising your chest. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Exhale, take your right leg back. Press your palms into the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine and push it towards the sky, your tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, drop your heels down. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, drop your knees and drop your chest down. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Inhale, drop your knees down. Exhale, flexing your feet, push your tailbone back with your knees bend and then straighten your legs. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, bring your left leg forward between your palms. Inhale, lengthen your spine and lift your chest. Exhale, bring your feet together. Inhale, lift yourself with your knees slightly down. And bring your palms down. How are you doing? Good. Are you sweating? You should be now feeling that your body is nice and warm. Yeah? So we have done 6 now. 3 on the right, 3 on the left. So let's continue and do a few more. So we'll do again 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and then take a 10-second break, and then again repeat that. Okay? Palms in front of you. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, raise your arms and straighten your legs. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your palms next to your feet. Inhale, bring your right leg back. Exhale, push your hip forward. Inhale, raise your tailbone and take your left leg back as you exhale. Lengthen your spine, pushing your tailbone up as you inhale. Exhale, drop your heels. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, drop your knees and your chest, lifting your tailbone up. Inhale, slide forward. Lift your chest. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor and pull yourself forward. Inhale, drop your knees. Exhale, flex your feet and lift your tailbone up as you push it back and straighten your legs. Inhale, bring yourself into plank. Exhale, bring your right leg forward and between your palms. Inhale, lengthen your spine, pushing your hip towards the ankle. Exhale, lift your back leg and bring it forward. Inhale, if you can, keep your legs straight, you do. But if you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Raise yourself up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your left leg back. Exhale, push yourself forward, your hip towards your ankle. Inhale, raise your hip. Exhale, take your leg back. Push your palms into the floor. And inhale, lengthen your spine, push your tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, drop your heels down. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Drop your chest. Lift your tailbone up. Inhale, slide forward. Lift your chest up. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Inhale, drop your knees. Exhale, flex your feet and push your tailbone back, straightening your legs. Bringing your head between your arms. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, bring your left leg between your palms. Inhale, drop your hip towards your ankle. Exhale, bring your right leg forward. Inhale, raise yourself up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, straighten yourself. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your right leg back. Exhale, push your hip forward. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Exhale, take your left leg back. Inhale, straighten your spine and push your tailbone up. Exhale, drop your heels down. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Drop your chest. Lift your tailbone. Inhale, raise your chest. Exhale, lift your knees up. Inhale, drop your chest. Exhale, lift yourself up and push your heels down. Inhale, try and bring your right leg between your palms. Exhale, bring your left leg between your palms. Inhale, raise yourself. Exhale, go back. Inhale, straighten yourself. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take your left leg back. Exhale, push yourself forward. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Exhale, take your right leg back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, pushing your tailbone up. Exhale, drop your heels. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, drop your knees. Drop your chest. Lift your tailbone. Inhale, raise your chest. Exhale, lift your knees off the floor. Inhale, drop your knees. Exhale, lifting your tailbone up. Push your heels into the floor. Inhale, bring your left leg forward. Exhale, bring your right leg forward. And raise yourself. And bring it. Well done. How are you doing? Hope you're feeling your body light, feeling your muscles stretched. Fabulous, fabulous. So we will do the next round slightly faster, not too fast again, slightly faster. But if you can't do it fast, don't worry about it. Do it at your pace, as we've been doing earlier. Safety first. It's not a competition. So please listen to your body. Please do it at your pace that you are comfortable doing. Okay? But now I'm trying to do it a little faster to also give us a little cardio workout for this. But constantly being mindful of our breathing and also stretching the muscles and squeezing the muscles. Bring all the energy to your navel. Squeeze your muscles while you're doing your asanas so that you have good control over your muscles. Okay? So let's get started. So we're going to do 6 rounds continuously to finish off the Surya Namaskar, and then we will do some cooling down. Okay? Ready? So stand with your feet just slightly apart and we're going to get started. Take a few deep breaths first. One more deep breath. And breathe out. And start. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in, take your right leg back. And breathe out, push your hip forward. And breathe in, lift your tailbone up. And breathe out, take your left leg back. Breathe in, push your tailbone up. Breathe out, drop your heels. Breathe in, come into plank. Breathe out, drop your knees and your chest. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out, lift your knees up. Breathe in, drop your knees. Breathe out, push your tailbone back and straighten your legs. Breathe in, bring your right leg between your palms. Breathe out, push your hip down. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, bring your left leg forward. Breathe in, raise yourself up. Breathe out, lean back. Breathe in, raise yourself up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, take your left leg back. Breathe out, push your hip towards the floor. Breathe in, raise your tailbone. Breathe out, take your right leg back. Breathe in, lift your tailbone towards the sky. Breathe out, drop your heels. Breathe in, come into plank. Breathe out, drop your knees, drop your chest. Breathe in, lift your chest. Breathe out, lift your knees. Breathe in, drop your knees. Breathe out, raise your tailbone and straighten your legs, dropping your heels. Breathe in, bring your left leg forward. Breathe out, push your hip towards your ankle. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. And breathe out, bring your right leg forward. Breathe in, raise yourself. Breathe out, lean back. Breathe out, straighten yourself. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, take your right leg back. Breathe out, push your hip down. Breathe in, take your left leg back. Breathe out, lift your tailbone. Breathe in, push your heels down as you breathe out. Come into plank. Drop your knees, drop your chest as you breathe out. Raise your chest as you breathe in. Lift your knees as you breathe out. Drop your knees and lift your tailbone straight up as you push your heels down. Bring your right leg forward. Bring your left leg forward. And lift yourself up. Lean back as you breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe and take your left leg back. Breathe out, push your hip forward. Breathe and lift your tailbone up. Breathe out, take your right leg back. Breathe and lift your tailbone up. Breathe out, drop your heels. Come into plank as you breathe in. Drop your knees. Drop your chest as you breathe out. Raise yourself up, your chest up as you breathe in. Knees up as you breathe out. Drop your knees as you breathe in. Lift your tailbone up and push your heels down as you breathe out. Breathe in. Bring your left leg forward. Breathe out. Bring your right leg forward. Breathe in. Lift yourself up. Breathe out. Go back. Breathe in. Raise. Breathe in. Hold forward. Breathe out. Take your right leg back. Push your hip forward. Now take your left leg back. Drop your heels. Come into plank. Drop your knees. Drop your chest. Lift your chest. And lift your knees. Now you should know by now how to breathe, right? And drop your knees. And push your tailbone back. And drop your heels. Bring your right leg forward. Bring your left leg forward. And inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go back. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down. Inhale. Take your left leg back. Exhale. Push your hip down. Inhale. Take your right leg back. Exhale. Push your heels down. Come into plank. Drop your knees and chest as you breathe out. Inhale. Lift your chest. Exhale. Lift your knees. Inhale. Drop your knees. Exhale. Lift your tailbone. Drop your heels. Inhale. Bring your left leg forward. Bring your right leg forward. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out as you go down. And breathe in, taking your right leg back. Breathe out. Push your hip down. Breathe in. Lift your tailbone up. Breathe out. Drop your heels. Breathe in. Come into plank. Breathe out. Drop your knees and drop your chest. Breathe in. Lift your chest. Breathe out. Lift your knees. Drop your knees as you breathe in. Lift your tailbone as you breathe out and drop your heels. Breathe in. Bring your right leg forward. Breathe out. Bring your left leg forward. And breathe in. Lift yourself up. Breathe out. Go down. Breathe in. Lift. Breathe out. Down. Breathe out. And breathe in. Take your left leg back. And push your hip forward as you breathe out. Breathe in. Take your right leg back. Lift your tailbone up. And drop your heels as you breathe out. Come into plank as you breathe in. Drop your knees. Drop your chest. Lift your chest. Lift your knees. Drop your knees. Lift your tailbone. Drop your heels. Bring your leg forward. Bring your right leg forward. And raise yourself up. Bring your palms to your chest. And take a 10-second break. 1, 2, 3. How's it going? Are you sweating by now? Are you feeling your body really nice, light? I'm feeling really light in my body. It's a good idea to always start slow and then gradually build it up. Okay, 3 more sets. Ready, and here we go. Breathe and lift. Breathe and lean back. Breathe and lift. Breathe out. Drop forward, fold forward. Breathe in. Take your right leg back. Breathe out. Push your hip forward. Breathe in. Take your left leg back. Breathe out. Drop your heels. Breathe in. Come into plank. Breathe out. Drop your knees. Drop your chest. Breathe in. Lift your chest up. Breathe out. Raise those knees and push your hip forward. Breathe in. Drop your knees and lift your tailbone, dropping your heels. Bring your right leg forward. Bring your left leg forward. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting your tailbone. Exhale, drop your hips. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees and chest. Inhale, raise your chest. Exhale, lift your knees. Inhale, drop your knees. Exhale, lift your tailbone, dropping your heels. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. And lift. And lean back as you exhale. And straighten your legs. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, hip forward. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, drop. Inhale, plank. Exhale, put your chest and knee down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your knees. Drop your knees. Lift your tailbone. Drop your heels. Bring your right leg forward. Bring your left leg forward. And raise yourself. Lean back. Last one. And up. And down. And take your left leg back. And down. Push your hip forward. Take your right leg back. Drop your heels. Come into plank. Drop your knees. Drop your chest. Raise your chest. Raise your knees off the floor. Drop your knees. Lift your tailbone up. Drop your heels. Bring your leg forward and your right leg forward and left and go. So that is the last one of the faster cycle. We've got one more set, but this one we're going to do it really slowly again because we need to cool down. So the best way to do it to cool down is to do the Surya Namaskar really slowly and try and hold it for a few breaths, okay? So when you breathe in, try and breathe in quite deep into your belly and breathe out and squeeze your belly. But remember, hold your muscles nice and tight. So let's do the last round, and this is going to also act as a cool down. So palms in front of your chest, take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale, raise your arms up. Hold it there, squeeze your muscles, look at your palm. And just take a couple of breaths here. Now inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lean back, not too much, and just hold it here for a couple of breaths. Again, inhale, straighten your legs, look up, and as you breathe out, slowly bring your arms down in front of you. Now, keep your back straight. Just bring the tip of your fingers to the floor, keeping your back absolutely straight. Just hold it there. Now, place your palms on your shin, lengthen your spine, and just hold it there for a couple of breaths. Keeping your back straight. Now, inhale, deep breath, lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, push your chest towards your knee. You can bend your knees if you want, or if you want to keep them straight, that's also fine. Place your palms next to your feet and push your head down and just stay there for a couple of breaths. If you've got hypertension, then do not hold this pose. You just lift yourself and stay up. Okay, don't drop your head down if you've got high blood pressure. Okay, feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes and your calves. Now, bend your knees slightly and slide your right leg back as far as it'll go. Drop that knee down gently and raise your chest up. Put your thumb on your hips and push your hip forward slightly so you feel a stretch in the front of your leg. Bring your palms to your chest. Stretch your palms forward. Breathe in as you lift yourself up. Just lifting it up. You don't have to lean back. Just lift it. Squeeze every muscle. Squeeze your muscles towards your navel. Squeeze your navel towards your spine. Hold that pose. Take a few deep breaths. Now bring your palms down. Lift the back knee up as you breathe in and hold it there for a couple of breaths. Rest your chest on your thigh. And just hold it there, feel the stretch. Okay, now breathe and lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, slide your left leg back. Drop your palms down. Stand the ball of your feet. As you breathe in, lift your tailbone up and pull your head towards the floor between your palms, between your arms. And hold it there. Don't worry about your heels going down. Just hold this position. Couple of breaths here. Now, breathe in. And as you breathe out, squeeze your belly as you drop your heels as low as you can. It doesn't matter if it doesn't touch the floor. Just hold it there. As you breathe in, lift your heels up. As you breathe out, take one step back. And as you breathe in, come into plank. And hold it there. Squeeze your muscles. Pull your belly towards your spine. Pull your glutes nice and tight. Hips forward. Pushing your heels back. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. Now gently bring your knees down. And bring your chest down. And lift your tailbone up and stay here for a couple of breaths. Drop your shoulders. Now slide forward. And as you breathe in, lift your chest up. Just stay here, let your knees be down. Don't have to lift your knees off the floor. Just stretching the front of your body. Stay here. Take a couple of breaths. Now, if you can, only if you can, flex your feet and gently lift your knees off the floor and squeeze your muscles. Drop your knees and push your tailbone back and go down on your heels with your palms where they are. Feel a stretch in your back and your arms. Just stay there. Nice stretch. Very good. And breathe in, lift your tailbone up. Flex your feet, and as you breathe out, lift yourself. Your tailbone going towards the sky, and now push your heels down. Stay here for a few breaths. Really feeling the stretch. Now breathe in, lift your heels up, breathe out, bring your knees down, walk your hands back. Now bring your right leg forward, push your hip forward, raise your arm. Feel the stretch, feel the stretch, feel the stretch. Bring your palms down. Lift the back knee up. Now drop the back heel in line with the front heel and gently push the front knee back, straightening that leg. Only as much as you can. You don't have to do more than is necessary. Now bend the front knee and gently bring the back leg forward and raise yourself up. And relax. Just give me a second. Let me just change the music. And let's do it again. One more, last one, okay? So this time I'm going to do the whole thing on the left. So, breathe in. Raise yourself up. And hold it there. Now breathe out gently. Soften your knees and lean back. Take a couple of breaths here. Let your belly hold your weight. No pain in the back. Straighten your legs. And as you breathe out, gently come forward. Now place the tip of your fingers on the floor. You don't have to put your palm down. Make sure your back is straight. Lift your kneecap. Lengthen your hamstrings and your calves and your back muscles. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Now only if you can, You push your belly towards your thigh and your chest towards your knee and place your palm down on the floor. Only if you can. And stay here for a couple of minutes. Now bend your knees slightly and slide your left leg back. Gently drop the left knee down on the floor, pointing your toes. Raise your chest and hold your thumb on your hip and push your hip forward. Now make sure your knee and ankle are in one line, yes? Your knee should never go over your ankle. Bring your palms to your chest. A deep breath. And as you breathe in, you stretch your arms and take it out. And stay here. You don't have to lean back. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. Feel the stretch. Open your palms and gently bring them down. Raise the back knee up as you breathe in. And slide your right leg back very slowly. Drop your palms on the floor. Leave your heels up. You don't have to drop your heels. As you breathe in, you pull your tailbone up, lengthen your spine. As your tailbone goes up, your head will come between your arms. Stay here. Squeeze your muscles. Squeeze every muscle in your body. Bringing all that towards your navel. Now, as you breathe out, gently push your heels towards the floor. It doesn't matter if it doesn't touch the floor. Just feel the stretch. Squeezing your belly. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now inhale, raise your heels up. As you exhale, take one step back. As you inhale, come into plank very slowly. Squeeze your muscles. Pull your belly into your spine. Dip your hip towards your navel. Push your heels away from you. Hold that position. Very good. Now gently bring your knees down and your chest down. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, lifting your tailbone up. Stay here for a couple of minutes. Now breathe and slide forward, lift yourself up. Feel the stretch in the front of your belly. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Keep your knees down. Now only if you can, flex your feet and lift your knees as you exhale. Pull your hip forward slightly and hold it there. Only if you can. If you can't, just leave your knees where they are. Feel the stretch. Well done. Gently bring your knees down. And push your tailbone back. Keeping your palms where they are. Feeling the stretch in your back. Drop your hips towards your heels. And stretch your arms. Stretch your back. Now as you inhale, lift yourself up. And as you exhale, flex your feet and push your tailbone up and away from your head as you drop your heels. Feel the stretch in your legs. Feel the stretch in your back, in your arms, in your glutes. Hold it there. Hold it there. Now lift your heels as you breathe in. Gently bring your knees down. Walk your hands towards you. Raise your chest. Bring your left leg forward. Make sure it's at an angle, because when you push your hip forward, your knee is then in line with your ankle. Okay? Make sure the heel, your knee doesn't go beyond your ankle. And raise your arms. and hold. Deep breath into your belly. Now gently bring your palms down. Flex your foot, the back foot. Lift your knee as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, drop that back heel in line with the front heel. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, straighten the front leg only as much as you can. If you can't, if you can just do this much, that's fine. Don't force it. It'll happen with practice. As you keep doing this regularly, you will eventually be able to straighten that leg and bring your palms flat on the floor and drop your head close to your knee. But it has to be done gradually. Yoga is to be done slowly and at your own pace. It's not at anybody else's pace. Bend your knee gently and bring the back leg forward. Keep your knees bent and slowly raise yourself up. Well done. Very well done indeed. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to relax a little. So I want you to go into the child's pose, but slightly differently. I will show you how to do that. So you go down because we just want to calm our bodies now. So you're going to keep your knees on the edge of the mat. You're going to bring your toes together and you're going to sit between your heels. So your heels will cup your glutes. So you want to sit between your heels, keeping the toes together. Okay? One plus. Now place your palms down. Gently walk your hands as you breathe out. Very slowly. It's not, you don't have to rush into it. Just bring it down as far as it will go. But as your palms go away, your chest is coming to the floor. Now place your palm and your head and chest down and just stay here for a few breaths. Now slowly slide your right hand and place it at the back on your thigh with your palm facing up. Now slowly slide your left hand back and place your arm on your thigh with your palm facing up. And stay here for a few breaths. When you're ready, bring your palms forward in line with your knees. As you breathe in, slowly lift yourself up. Lift your chest up. Bring your palms forward and closer together. And raise your hips, bringing your knees together. Sit down on your heels. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed this session and hope you can do it regularly. Surya Namaskars are really fabulous. If you can somehow incorporate that into your routine, you don't have to do such a long session every time. Even if you do 4, even if you do 2, you will feel the benefit. If you can start your day with Surya Namaskar, it's the best thing. But even if you're very tired in the evening and you come home from work or at the end of the day, before you go to bed, after at least 2 hours after you've eaten, just do a couple of slow Surya Namaskars. You will sleep really well. So thank you once again, and I shall see you again in the next video. I will be teaching different asanas, different sequences that I've put together as a part of Natya Shakti Yoga, which will give you a total body conditioning, stretch, and also mind-body thing. You will feel really calm and relaxed after the session. So thank you again, and have a fabulous day. See you. Namaste.